Welcome to Fandom Power.
Hello, everybody. It's Wes and Andy. Welcome to Fandom Power on this lovely Sunday night. Non-themed, non-review. What the hell are we doing night?
Well, there is a theme.
Oh, sorry. Well, I meant we're not doing any nothing current. No current pop culture items will be talked about tonight.
No current deep dive reviewing.
Well, that's a better one.
And I mean, this is pop culture, but it's not current pop culture.
No. The Acolyte starts next week.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
Looking forward to it. The trailers have got me into it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a whole lot from it, but now that I've seen a couple things,
You're on board?
I'm quite excited about this one. I feel like tonight is one of those shows that we should open up the WhatsApp.
Oh, absolutely.
Except I can't.
Did you forget your
phone? My phone's in another room.
Oh.
That's okay. Now there's 3 people watching. Okay. So special show tonight for you that Andy has taken it upon himself to put together. I'm quite excited to be a passenger on this one. What are we doing tonight, sir?
Well, we are going to go down memory lane and revisit some funny and forgotten commercials from days gone by.
Oh, the days gone by.
So heads up to anybody listening to an audio only podcast. You're going to get a whole lot more out of the video version of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. You will.
We'll still publish the audio because, why not?
Just for those of you, I don't even know if anybody does anymore. For those, you probably already know this. If you are listening to our show on Google Podcasts, your days are numbered. Google Podcasts is going away very shortly. So we have some work to do to migrate our back catalog over to YouTube Music to get that link and do that. Anyway. Google Podcasts going away. So if you're a Google Podcast fan, you're going to have to find a new platform.
Yep.
I recommend YouTube, especially for this show.
Yes, absolutely. Well, do you remember back in the 90s, there were actually shows that were dedicated to the world's funniest commercials?
Oh, now that
like
you say
Fox
that.
would run, the top 25 funniest commercials of whatever.
And now that you say that, that does strike a bit of a bell for me.
And, back then they weren't afraid to really push some boundaries on these commercials, unlike they can today. Because, everybody gets offended. And some of these, yes, are really offensive. But there's nothing that crosses the line into like terrible. Well,
that's like what we were talking about the other day. Instead of trying not to offend a small group of people, let's just go back to offending every group of people.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right thing to say or not.
Yeah. Well,
that's okay.
Tonight, thanks to me being a digital pack rat, we're going to take a look at a few commercials that might be well remembered or really should be.
Oh, cool. Now, you've been talking about this to me privately for a little while, that you've sat on this for quite a long time.
Yes.
So you've had these floating around in your
private collection.
Yes, private collection for a long time.
I have. Do you remember the website adcritic.com?
No, I don't.
Circa 2001, 2003.
Adcritic.com.
Adcritic.com. And
okay,
it was fantastic. They posted all the commercials, all the information, and they allowed you to download.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you could save the fun ones.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is what we were doing back then, 25 years ago.
2001. So video quality, we're not hitting that. Yeah. We're not hitting the high def tonight, everybody.
As the kids say, low def for the win, but
low def for the. Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
Kids are actually saying that.
Yeah.
I was not aware that we're saying that.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, these are in no particular order, are they?
Technically, they're kind of in alphabetical.
All right.
No real order other than that.
Acura.
Yeah. First up, we have one for the 2001 Acura EL.
Acura.
It was a subcompact car built at Honda's Alliston plant right here in Ontario.
Acura.
And is exclusively sold in Canada.
I was going to say Acura. That's just English for Honda.
Yeah, basically. It was a top seller from 97 to 2003.
Sorry, what model is this?
The 2001 Acura EL.
EL. Was this the one Acura messed around for a little while with a 5-cylinder? I wonder if that's it. Is this
It
the
might
5?
be.
Is that the 5-cylinder?
I know they went out on a limb calling this one, super attractive, a really sexy car. And that's what they went with for this commercial.
Well, there's no such thing as a sexy brown car.
Well, there could be.
Okay, well, that's maybe not true. I mean, some of the muscle guys would probably say that's not true.
True. That's true.
That is not a sexy brown car.
It's a nice compact vehicle for the family.
This looks like Acura trying to take a slice of Honda Civic's street.
Could be.
Maybe.
Well, exclusively available in Canada. They had, cornered the market as far as Acuras.
Amazing that we had an exclusive car here in Canada.
We've had a few.
We did?
Yeah, I believe the Nissan X-Trail
Brecklin.
was also Canadian exclusive.
Nissan. The X-Trail. The X-Trail.
Until it migrated over to Europe.
I remember the X-Trail.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Brecklin, but that's a whole other story. That's a piece of New Brunswick history right there.
Nice.
The Brecklin, yeah.
Well, without further ado, let's have a look at our first throwback commercial.
All right, the sexy Acura. Let's do it.
Drop your pants, please. Cough.
It's just that last shot.
And I thought it was awkward before the doctor let go. What just happened?
Yeah, so they used that to sell a car in 2001.
I think about commercials, and I think the old adage of sex sells. So when it's a guy getting the old cough, please.
Yeah.
That is not what I was expecting at all. Oh, wait. Does it get better or worse from here?
Oh, it gets funnier from here. So next up, and
Wait. How many cars do you think that commercial actually sold?
I don't
And is
know.
that the reason why this thing doesn't exist anymore?
Maybe lawsuits,
Maybe.
doctors everywhere just wouldn't let go.
That wasn't a doctor. That was an actor.
Better be a doctor.
The funny thing I like about old commercials, or I guess it's not really funny,
What?
is like seeing people that from other work not realizing, they started in commercials.
Yes.
I like that stuff.
Well, I got a couple of those that will just be like, really? Okay.
Oh, all right.
But next up, we're going to flip over here. We have a spot from late September in 2000 from the Breast Cancer Society of Canada.
Oh, we're moving back in time.
Yes, we are. This one was produced by Zig Inc., based out of Toronto.
Yeah.
Directed by John Mastromonaco and produced by James Davis. So
All right.
let's have a look at that one.
This is for breast cancer. Okay.
Yes, the Breast Cancer Foundation.
All right.
And they basically swung the bat the entirely opposite way for this one.
All righty then.
Are you too busy to do your monthly breast self-exam?
Unsure of the right technique? My name is Cam, and I'd like to help.
Let me examine your breast for you.
Absolutely free. I'm highly trained and highly motivated, so call the number on your screen.
Call takers are standing by. So put your breasts in my hands.
Let Cam do your breast exam.
Cam, you're so wrong.
If you can't, Cam can. Oh, Cam.
Yeah, isn't that terrible?
You know what? It's not. Yes, it is. It's funny. It's tongue in cheek.
But at the same time, it does put out a very important message.
How many times, or how many people, I should say,
Actually, phone the number.
No. In high school, how many times did you hear that, around the yard, eh?
True.
I'll chuck them for you.
Well, actually, I remember at every fair you would go to where they would have all the funny sayings and funny hats and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There was always a federal booby inspector.
Yeah, that's the
hat.
one. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. FBI, Federal Boob Inspector.
Yep.
That's the one.
You'd never wear it to school, though. You'd get in trouble.
It just says FBI.
I know.
Yeah, they did stuff like that.
Well, some of them had boobs on them, too.
Oh, no, I don't remember that. I took my Moni Moni away from the school dance.
Oh,
Dang it.
poor Moni Moni.
That's all right.
Going to see him soon.
Yes, I am going to see him soon. August, actually.
Hmm.
The Breast Cancer Foundation. You know, I hope they made a lot of money on that one, to be honest.
I think so.
I hope they did.
But I'm guessing they didn't off this next one because this company is gone.
Oh,
But the commercial lives on.
okay.
This one was shot by cinematographer Vilmos Sigmund
Vilmos Zsigmond.
and directed
Okay.
by Tom Routson.
Yeah.
This spot is for chipshot.com
Chipshot.com.
and it features actor Todd Sandler,
Yeah.
who has appeared in How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven,
Okay.
House, Glee, and more.
Did you recognize him?
I did not.
You didn't. Okay. I watched a couple
He's
of
not
those.
like a major player in How I Met Your Mother. He's like a 2-episode type cameo
Yeah.
guy, but still.
I mean, I watched Seventh Heaven before he was a sex offender, and I quite like that show. So maybe I'll recognize him.
Maybe. But anyway, let's have a look at that
Okay,
one.
let's do it.
You can't get through there.
No, I can do this.
Just chip out.
No, I can get through there.
Just chip it out.
No, I can get through there. Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I should have chipped out, huh?
Custom clubs for greater accuracy. Chipshot.com.
Oh,
I'm not a golfer, but I instantly
feel their
felt
pain.
that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a sign. Remember, was it Golf Town stores? Golf Town?
vaguely.
Big box golf store.
Yeah.
There was they had an ad for a brand of balls, Tiger balls. I remember seeing the sign in the window. I took a picture of it and then I put it on Facebook and I'm like, so that's where they come from. Tiger balls. Chipshot.com. Sad to see you go. That's too bad. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that one is still making lists today as like funniest commercial ever.
I mean, I don't know if that guy took a shot to the Stones, like for real. Like if they put a cup on that guy, like for authenticity, when it hits you, then go down.
Yeah,
But he
went down.
he floundered like he was in the WWE, man. That was so authentic looking.
Mm.
I'm still feeling it.
Well, this next one here, it is for a THQ released a game on December 5th of 2000 for PlayStation. Later on, it would go on to be on the Sega Dreamcast and the PC.
Oh, Dreamcast. Wow.
And it features a chin that could kill.
Chin that could kill.
If you've read his biography, you'll know that's Bruce Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
I have played this game. It's actually pretty darn good.
Oh, you've played it.
I have it. I have it for the PS1. So I played it back in the day.
Well, that's an old system even for you.
Yeah. That's 2 systems back.
It's 2 systems back for you.
But, commercial's still fun.
Okay, let's check it out.
So here we go. Hail to the king.
Well, are we ready to take a look? Yeah. Oh, that's perfect! Oh, God. Got anything smaller?
All you need is a chainsaw for an arm and a shotgun to be just like Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead. Hail to the king.
Hey, isn't that supposed to be a chainsaw?
You want a piece of this? Yeah, I didn't...
Rated M for mature.
Come on, you freak!
Help!
Come on, take it like a man.
Chasing me!
Bruce Campbell's chasing me.
That would be awesome.
That's some pretty good marketing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that.
I mean, at the time, who didn't want to chop their hand off and get a chainsaw attachment?
I can't answer that.
Who wouldn't? I would.
No, not me. Not for me.
We
Like Bruce Campbell. I do like Bruce Campbell.
met him at Niagara, and he was everything I thought he would be.
It's funny though, like using the Dreamcast thing. Dreamcast, that was going to be such a huge thing, and then it
Sega
just
Dreamcast.
and then it wasn't.
Nope. Then PlayStation and Xbox basically said no.
It's funny. You can thank Nintendo for Sony PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that story?
At least part of it.
Nintendo contracted Sony to make them a machine. They built a disc-based machine. Nintendo me try that again.
Achoo!
Nintendo said no, so Sony said we'll put it out anyway,
Mhm.
and it became the original
PS1.
PlayStation. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I like him when he turns up in other stuff.
Oh, he's awesome in everything.
Like, I'm not a huge fan. Obviously, I'm not a horror fan, and I know that Evil Dead and
It kind of evolved
they-
into a comedy, but now it's
Yeah,
gone back to its
yeah.
core roots again. So,
so that I mean, so when I see him in other stuff, I like him because he's essentially being Bruce Campbell,
yeah,
like the ring announcer in Spider-Man.
exactly.
I like that one.
He was in all 3 Spider-Man from the Sam Raimi ones.
Oh wow,
He's the ring announcer in the first one,
yeah.
the ticket taker in the second one, and the restaurant maitre d' in the third.
It's been a while since I've rewatched those.
I just
It's
watched
funny
it the
that
other day.
I only think of the ring announcer.
What's your name, kid?
Yeah,
That's stupid. You're Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He's a menace.
Yep. This next one comes to us from Fox Sports. And, you know, Fox has always pushed the boundaries on stuff. Even their news coverage has become skewed over the years. But these next 2 for Fox Sports probably won't go over in today's commercial market,
Okay.
but they do exist.
Okay.
So,
So this is just for the Fox Sports, like just that they cover sports
Yeah.
on the Fox network.
yes.
Oh, Sean's got a comment.
Oh, what's the
What's Sean say? I thought he was going to be Mysterio
true?
in the Raimi
Yeah.
verse. Interesting. Bruce Campbell
You
is
never know.
Mysterio.
I mean, time's ticking, but Raimi could get that 4th.
I don't know. I don't know.
They're trying to give Garfield the 3rd. So.
I would definitely take a third Andrew Garfield Spider-Man for sure.
Anyway, here's our first Fox.
Let's get to the Fox Sports.
Merhabalar. Yapılmakta olan ulusal dalgıçlık olimpiyatları için güzel şehrimiz Diyarbakır'a hoş geldiniz. Evet, yarışmacımız Yaşar yürüyor. Yaşar hazırlanıyor. Mükemmel bir atlayış. Atladı. Ve çok güzel bir atlayış. Herkes şaşkın. Atlayıştı. Evet, omuz ve baş sallama. Evet, ve Yaşar görünüyor.
Thought it was funny that someone gave him a 4 and told the goat.
Yep.
I'm sorry. As somebody who has been to that region of the world, that tickles me in a way that I didn't think it would.
Well, this one might tickle you, even though it's from a different region.
Okay.
But-
all right.
Same Fox Sports.
Okay.
Here we go.
下一则新闻是今天下午进行的中原总决赛，大家都在观看着、等待着这一个激动的时刻的到来。啊，这位选手，他已经做好准备了，大家报以热烈的掌声。他已经做好了准备活动，2个眼睛紧紧地盯着这棵树，他正在做着准备活动。他先向以前的长者行着礼啊，2位勇士还在继续发着。
I mean, that's only like one step away from like MXC.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
All I expected was one of those guys chopping at it to jump on and ride it down the hill. Seen that before.
Right.
That's in Japan, isn't it?
Style.
I think
Yeah.
that's a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those were good. I'm sitting there as the video is playing, and of course we're muted while it's playing. But I'm watching this and I'm like, don't try and catch that tree. What are you doing?
He's gonna catch it.
Oh, he caught it all right, full face.
Yep.
That's right, buddy. Lead with your face. Lead with your face.
But moving on here. Next up, who could forget the American Dairy Farmers campaign, Got Milk?
Oh,
You remember that one?
we had it up here too.
Yeah.
We had like Dougie Gilmore was on it with the milk mustaches and all that.
Yeah.
Everybody had the milk
Uh,
mustache for a while.
The original phrase was coined by the American advertising agency Goodby Silverstein and Partners.
Yeah. Okay.
And the campaign was originally created first for the California Milk Processor Board in 93,
Okay.
but it was later licensed for use by milk processors and dairy farmers all over the place.
Yeah, why not?
And the theme would run until late January 2014 when it finally got replaced by Milk Life.
Wow. So Got Milk started in what year
93.
and ran till
Yeah,
2014.
It had a heck of a run.
that's like
a campaign.
21 years.
Yeah,
Does McDonald's have one that's gone that long? I guess the Big Mac song, maybe.
maybe. But
I don't know.
yeah,
That's a long one for sure.
but yeah, we've got a couple from them right now.
All right.
So let's take a look at the first one.
Okay, let's do it.
Get out of here.
What? You want to dance, old man?
Want strong bones? Calcium may help prevent osteoporosis.
You want a piece, old man?
And that is why you don't fuck with the Greatest Generation.
That's right.
I love the spitballs. I'm like, oh, these guys never got to be kids because they were off fighting a war.
Yeah, now they're just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Want a piece of me, old man? Oh, yeah, Sonny. I'll take all the pieces.
This next one, also for the Got Milk campaign.
I got a Popeye vibe off of that.
Did you?
Absolutely. Drink the milk.
Yep.
Yep. Popeye.
You might remember this one. It's features some colorful little characters.
Colorful characters.
Well,
Okay.
Maybe not colorful, but they sound colorful.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Uh-oh, we got trouble. Please, not me. That's got to hurt.
Tracy!
We gotta do something.
She's back.
Let's go! Run, monkey, run! I'm not going to make it. She's gonna eat monkey. Not without milk.
Mom!
Got milk. Who is the monkey now?
She gonna eat monkey.
Mom! Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, that was cute and wholesome.
It was.
And I don't feel any sympathy for the animal crackers at all because they're just fancy graham crackers.
Have you seen the movie Sausage Party, though?
No.
Well, it makes you look at food in a whole other way. If food was sentient.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we all saw definitely saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
It might have been why I
The
did.
movie is worse than the trailer.
It's probably why I elected to pass on that one. I mean, I like a good toilet humor as much as anybody else.
Well, it's raunchy to the nth degree.
I did see Team America. I mean, it doesn't get more toilet than that, does it?
Yes, it does, actually.
Okay, then.
It does.
More toilet than Team America. Nothing like taking a dookie on somebody's chest, even if you are a puppet.
Yep. Never get
Worse
that
than
one out of my
that.
brain.
No.
But this next one here, it comes from us from the year 2000.
From the year 2000.
It is for Miller Genuine Draft, and it plays really heavy on an old wives' tale.
Okay.
So I will leave it at that one and let you decide.
All right.
Size 8?
Last pair.
This is from that guy right over there. Can't blame the guy for trying.
The cold filtered cool of Miller Genuine Draft. Never miss a genuine opportunity.
It's all about the horse.
Big feet, big
Yep.
shoes.
It's right.
Big shoes. Big shoes.
But sticking with
I thought they were going to do some kind of clown analogy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But no. The horse thing says it all.
Yeah, beer and sex. But sticking with Miller, but
Don't have too much beer. There's no sex.
that's right. Just ask our next friend here.
Oh, okay.
We're moving over to Miller Lite, though. And
Well, what was the one we just watched? Oh, Miller Genuine
Miller
Draft.
Genuine, yeah.
Miller Genuine Draft. Okay.
This one also from the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
But-
There's a certain number of people out there that have no idea what I'm doing when I do that. Do you know what that is?
Vaguely, yes.
It's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. I can't remember which talk show it was. He wasn't even an announced guest.
Just
It was
showed up.
like, it was like Y2K going into 2000. And every time they would say the year 2000, Jim Carrey. In the year 2000. In the year 2000. Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So every time you say 2000, guess what?
Well, we got a few more of those tonight. So I'm ready.
I'm channeling Jim tonight.
Well, this next one channels Cheech Marin with some really sound advice.
Okay.
Do you have the time?
Do you have the energy? Ooh, all those curves and me with no brakes. Is it hot in here? Is it just you? Hey, I lost my telephone number. Can I have yours? Hey! Maybe we don't always think before we speak, but Miller Lite and I want to remind you should always think when you drink.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think when you drink.
Good advice. Good advice.
That one was just plain cute.
It was.
It was plain cute.
Yeah. Our next one here comes to us from Molson Canadian.
Molson Canadian.
Do you remember the whole American Stereotype set of commercials?
Oh, you're from Canada. Eh? Where's your big bad beaver?
Yep.
Yeah, I loved every one of those, which kind of led into, was that before or after Joe Canadian?
I think that was just before Joe.
Just
Canadian.
before. I am Canadian.
Because it was part of that.
It was. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Campaign. But this commercial,
I love them.
It does feature some pretty harsh American stereotypes about us Canadians.
Oh man, I loved every one of these.
They were
I
good.
just, yeah.
So this one's a two-parter. It was directed by Tim Godsall and produced by Avion Films Company for the Ben Simon Byrne ad agency.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, let's take a look at part
Let's
one.
do it.
So I hear you're from Canada.
Yeah.
How's it going, eh? Do you want a donut? I thought all they had up in Canada were lumberjacks and curlers. Is there running water up there? Where's your tooth, eh? New dude beauty. I am Canadian.
You've never lived until you've been jerseyed.
That's right. But then there was a follow-up.
Oh, same guy?
Same guy, same thing, probably the same day.
I hope he's come to his senses about teasing him.
Well, let's find out.
Oh, okay.
No hard feelings, eh? You said, eh? I am Canadian! Cheers.
He didn't react. He didn't react. Good on him. Good on you, Joe Canadian. Good for you not reacting.
Yep.
I love those things. And I do love that we have this, like, we're perceived a certain way around the world.
Like, the electricity cuts off at the border. And as soon as you step over the border, it's nothing but snow.
The annual downtown Toronto polar bear hunt.
Yep. Because we ride moose up here.
That's right. That's
Antler
right.
cows.
We're moving all of our senior citizens into a igloo hotels.
Yep.
No.
Keep them frosty.
Wow, that was cool. I loved all of those. I still love the beaver one. Where's your big bad beaver? Right here. Puts it on the bar. Attack. And for all the jokes about, the bird, the America's bird is a bald eagle, and Canada is a goose. You ever been attacked by a bald eagle?
No.
Exactly. Ever square off against a fucking Canada goose?
Goddamn cobra chickens.
Get the hell out of the way. That
They're
thing will
vicious.
attack you.
They are vicious.
They are, yeah.
Military grade airborne fowl is what I've heard them called.
I do. I use the cobra chicken line on Kim. I'm like the Canadian hissing cobra chicken.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And I pointed at it. Oh. Yeah, Canadian hissing cobra chicken.
Nice.
Trumps a bald eagle every day of the week.
Yep. Unless it's eagly.
What?
Unless it's eagly.
Eagly.
Then he'll give you a hug.
Oh, yeah. Only if you're peacemaker.
Well, maybe. But anyway, this next one to also year 2000.
In the year 2000.
It is a spot from the British band or the brand John West Red Salmon.
John West Red Salmon.
Yeah, it starts off pretty calm as a faux Attenborough type documentary. but it takes a really great turn, which landed it on the 2008 list of funniest ads of all time.
Okay.
So
at least it's sustainable.
Mm-hmm. I showed this one to my son Parker, and he thought it was quite entertaining.
And wait, for our audience, how old is Parker?
12.
It's a hit with the 12-year-olds, folks.
It is.
Which means us dumb folks are us dummies are gonna be like, no, it's hilarious.
Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endured the worst to bring you the best.
He says to me afterwards, he says, how did the bear know Kung Fu?
To me, like, that could have easily been like Ranger Gord right from the Red Green Show.
Yeah. Could have been.
I need to save that salmon.
Look, an eagle.
That was funny. Absolutely, it was.
Yeah. But our next one here, they lean heavily into sex appeal, I guess you would call it. It's a set of 3 from Molson Export. They would air.
Well, you definitely need something to sell that swill.
Yeah. So they would air in the fall of 2000, and yes, they decided to use sex to sell it, but not in the traditional sense.
In the year 2000.
Have you had X today?
Do you even X?
We've been
saying that for weeks.
But, yeah.
No, just my wife.
The campaign was it's all about balance. So
okay, all right.
Here's part 1.
All right.
Whoa! Lucky I turned up. Bob here's been having a bit too much sex.
I have been having a lot of sex recently.
Guys like Bob need to learn that we can't have sex all the time. It's all about balance. There's a time to have sex, and there's a time to hang out with the guys, take it easy, and drink an X. Hey, guys, I brought Bob. He's had a bit too much sex.
Ooh, I'm always having to have sex.
Me too.
Same here. Thanks for getting me away from all that sex.
Hey, to balance.
Is that like saying only dumb people drink that beer?
I don't know.
Because that's the way it's coming across to me.
None of them are like candidates for, what you would have considered back in high school, like the popular folks that are always out there engaging.
No.
Maybe the beer played a large part in it.
The best thing about Molson Export was the label.
Mm.
Remember the ship?
Vaguely.
It was a ship, like a tall ship. If you turned the label sideways, it looked like an armadillo. That's the best part about it. Dillo beer.
Well, here is part 2.
All right.
There's a time for sex, and there's a time to take it easy with the guys. It's all about balance. Yeah. John, we're having an X. You should join us.
Oh, I can't. I kind of promised Sue she could have some sex tonight. Tomorrow?
Can't get out of Friday sex. Saturday?
Great. Look, I gotta go. I'm actually having sex right now.
Okay, buddy. Hey, guys, John's having to have sex.
Ooh. Glad I'm not having to have sex. Too bad.
Raw deal.
That's truly some bad luck.
Oh, truly some bad luck.
The guy they bailed out from the last commercial was there.
Yep. Yep.
It's funny in the year 2000 that they had quite a chunky cell phone like that.
Mm-hmm.
That looked almost modern.
Almost. But then to follow it up with the third part.
All right, part 3.
We switch genders and get it from their perspective.
Oh no.
So here you go.
Hi. I've been having sex all weekend, but right now I'm not having sex. That's because my man's gone off to meet his buddies and drink an X. Us women understand. It's all about balance. Can't have sex all the time. We need to relax and take it easy, too.
Hey, why don't we ever go for an X? Maybe we should join the guys at the bar.
No, Sue.
Right. Silly idea.
So there you go.
Does that remind?
He promised Sue she could have some sex. There's Sue.
Do you remember the Family Guy episode where the girls go down to the clam? And the guys are like, this is the only place we got to go to get away from the women. So Peter makes a shack in the backyard.
Yes.
Totally reminds me of that.
Yep.
Can you even buy Molson Export anymore?
I don't know. I haven't bought beer and I don't know how long.
I generally don't drink. I hate to say it. I don't drink a lot of Canadian beer. I just think there's better choices out there.
Well, our next one. Do you remember Outpost.com?
No, but I do remember Michael Caine.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe this is Michael Caine, though.
It looks like Michael
It
Caine.
looks like him, but they were an online computer warehouse.
Okay, all right.
And in 1999, they wanted to raise their profile. And to do this, they went out and they got a trio of commercial spots generated.
Yeah.
And they caused quite a stir. They were the product of award-winning copywriter and creative director Cliff Freeman. And he's the fellow responsible for the classic Wendy's commercial, Where's the Beef?
Where's the beef? Clara Peller.
Yep.
Clara Peller, yeah.
He's also responsible for the Little Caesars phrase, pizza, pizza.
Except in Canada, pan.
Yeah.
You know why they don't say pizza in Canada?
Because pizza is here.
Because pizza is a franchise.
Yeah. He also did the catchphrase for Almond Joys. That's sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond
Wow.
Joys got nuts, Mounds don't.
Wow.
But yeah.
One's coconut.
Yeah.
One's coconut.
Yeah. So without further ado, here's our first.
Here's our not Michael Caine.
Not Michael.
If we had the high def, I would have known that wasn't Michael Caine.
Yeah, basically.
It's too bad.
We want people to remember our name, Outpost.com. That's why we went to daycare centers all across this great country of ours and met with the youngsters. Then we permanently tattooed their foreheads with our name.
Put your head down.
Excessive, maybe, but we're on a mission.
Oh,
Let's tattoo children.
Oh.
Yep.
You said they're not around anymore?
No, they're not.
No wonder. Wow. I get the humor in that, but like
pushing it over the edge, right?
We tattooed our name on their foreheads.
This next one originally aired at 11 p.m. just in case it was too over the top. But in 1999, they actually won a gold pencil award for this particular commercial.
This is another Outpost.com?
This is.
Okay,
yes.
all right. With more tattooed children.
No tattooed children in this one.
Okay, all right.
In an effort to get people to remember our name, Outpost.com, we contacted the local high school marching band and asked them to help us out. And to help make this memorable, we decided to release a pack of ravenous wolves. That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
That one I can laugh at.
This next one, it also won a award. It was the silver pencil, so one step down from gold.
Okay.
But this particular spot created a ton of complaints from consumers as well as PETA.
So just to talk about the pencil awards for a minute. These are advertising awards?
Yeah.
Do they still happen today?
For creative writing and whatnot.
Do they still go on?
I believe they still go on.
All right. Good to know.
But it wasn't shown too many times after the initial viewings because of content. So
what, PETA didn't have a problem with
they didn't care about the tattooed kids
or rabid wolves, which we're talking dogs, but still. Yeah. All right.
This next one, it pushes the envelope.
Okay.
Hello. We want you to remember our name, Outpost.com. That's why we've decided to fire gerbils out of this cannon through the O in Outpost. Cute little guy. Fire. And again. So close. Fire.
It's all about the smack.
PETA was upset with that?
Yep.
Because everybody was going to go out and get gerbils and shoot them out of a cannon that, a vintage Like on a gun carrier, like an old timey cannon.
Civil War cannon.
Reminds me of the chicken cannon.
Mm,
Remember the chicken cannon
vaguely.
from the Air Force,
Yes.
where they would put a processed chicken, a whole chicken, in this pneumatic gun, and they would shoot it at the target of the week.
Like a potato gun.
Usually, yeah, but usually it was like political figure of some sort. It was hilarious. At least the chicken was already dead. That doesn't make it any better, I guess.
Outpost.com.
Outpost.com. Outpost.com. Not here anymore.
No.
But the commercials live on.
Yes, they
That
do.
was funny.
And, speaking of PETA, that brings us to our next one. Originally airing February 9th, 2001. This spot was produced by Circle Productions for the Saatchi & Saatchi Vancouver agency.
Okay.
Directed by Nicholas Rax. And it featured a bunch of animatronic cats.
Oh, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, only it's kitty cats.
It is. And these are some bad kitties.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Be good, kitty.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like that would have had a great spot right at the, close out the prices right with that one.
Yeah.
I'm Bob Barker reminding you, have your pet spayed or neutered.
It would fit right in there.
And then run that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So our next one here, we all miss video rental stores.
I don't.
Oh, dude, the experience, the Friday night, you go in, you pick like 2 or 3 movies.
The
get your
best part,
popcorn.
the reason why I don't miss a rental place is because I never liked the crushing disappointment of they don't have my movie because everybody else has come in and got it when I can turn on my smart TV and I can go to essentially YouTube and there it is.
True.
It's never out of stock.
Oh, Blockbuster, they made that promise with new stuff when they'd order like 83 copies of it.
Guaranteed, or the next one's free.
Yeah. And, back in the day, there were some giants. There was Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and others. But this next one is for Rogers Video.
I remember Rogers Video. I remember this is Rogers Communications before they were the telecommunication juggernaut that they are now.
Yeah.
They were a humble little video chain.
Yeah. This one was released in May of 2002, done by the McLaren McCann Toronto agency for Rogers Video.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it's funny, but it's nice. It's epic.
Okay. Not funny, but epic.
Epic.
All right. I guess we'll have to see.
It's definitely for movie fans.
Ah, right. Okay. That makes sense then. That was cute.
The club did nothing.
I'm thinking you don't get more 90s than that when you rock up to the video store in your Chevy Corsica and put the club on the steering wheel. Did you ever watch those? There was a video. There's quite a few of them actually. Saw an infomercial where how fast a car thief can get through that.
No. Isn't it like a hacksaw and you're done?
Just cut the wheel.
Oh,
Just cut the wheel.
that's right too.
Yeah.
I do recall something like that.
The car thieves don't want to do that. They want
No,
the
they
easy.
want it intact.
They want
it,
the easy.
ready for the container to ship over to Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Chevy Corsica was high on the list of let's get that one out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
So this next one is the 4th commercial in the Slim Jim Guy Eat Me campaign.
Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Like slam into a Slim Jim.
That's right.
Same company. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Slim Jim. Yeah.
They were all filmed in London, UK.
Yep.
Directed by Tim Rolt, and these were shot at 6 frames per second. then sped up to create a jerky type look.
Oh no. Okay.
But here's the fun part. The stunt coordinator for this one.
Wait. Your Slim Jim commercial needs a stunt coordinator.
It does. It actually, and this particular individual actually saved the guy in the commercial.
Oh wow.
But the stunt coordinator was none other than Ray Park.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Darth
Maul
Maul
himself.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
Toad
cool.
in X-Men. But that's not the only X connection. The actor who plays the Slim Jim guy, Dmitry Goritsas, who you can see up in the corner here, he also played the character Levine in X-Men First Class.
Why do I not remember that character?
Because he was a minor character.
That's why.
Yeah. But yeah, let's have a look at it.
All right, Slim Jim.
You'll thank me for this.
You're gonna be all right.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
So wait, you said he saved his life.
Yeah.
In the making of this commercial?
In the making of this commercial. I guess he actually did take in a bit of water, so Ray Park dove in and saved him.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, oh, it had to be an underwater thing.
Yeah.
The jerkiness of the commercial, you know what it reminds me of some of the claymation stuff, like the Dominoes, the Noid.
Yes.
It reminds me of that kind of stuff. Or
California Raisins.
Max Headroom.
Yes. But, the whole idea for this was conceived by Steve Mark and Steve Garbett, or as they're known like publicly, Good Steve and Bad Steve, which are their nicknames with the association's North Castle partners.
All right.
But these are the guys that also did the Macho Man Slim Jim.
Climb into a Slim Jim.
Exactly.
Who doesn't remember those?
Yeah, that one lives on forever. This next one comes to us from 1999, featuring Mr. T and the late Vern Troyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This one was for Pac-Man World on the PS1.
Oh, I've actually played this.
Have you?
I've played this. There is a Pac-Man collection on Game Pass, on Microsoft Game Pass.
Nice.
I downloaded it. I've played every Pac-Man that's on there, and it's a lot.
Nice.
So yes, I've played this.
Yeah, this one was for the 20th anniversary of the little yellow dude.
Yeah, he's still a cool dude.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look here.
Morning, itty bitty. Just what I need. Another little bald guy.
Pac-Man's moving up to a whole new world. Pac-Man World 20th Anniversary in 3D. The star's big new adventure.
Very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. Old Vern Troyer didn't have a whole lot to do, did he?
No, just
stand there.
Stand there and look cool.
Stand there.
It's to sneer when he calls him itty bitty, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool to see T.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you saw T in anything?
Mr. T Mysteries, I think, on Netflix.
Oh, I was thinking he did some infomercials.
Mm.
He did some infomercials for like a cooking gadget, I think.
And then there was it actually him on Robot Chicken when they did the Foo Fighters?
It may have been. A lot of times.
Let's go fight some fools.
A lot of times they got people to come and do their own voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this next commercial never actually aired during the 1999 Super Bowl as it was intended to.
99.
Because the TV executive said no. But it still managed to make its way onto the internet.
The internet is forever.
It is. And the US firm Smart Beep had a couple different commercials, all equally funny. But they felt this first one was, not Super Bowl appropriate.
This was too much? Too much for the Super Bowl?
Apparently.
The most expensive ad space in the planet?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
But here you go.
I can't believe it. It's my first blind date.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Really? You guys meet? Greg, Janice?
We sure did.
That was stupid.
Great.
This is Smart, an alphanumeric paging service for just $7.99 a month from who else? Smart Beep. Call 1-800-BEEP-199 to find out what all the stink is about.
We've got chemistry here. You feel it?
I felt it.
All right, Janice.
I feel like I've seen that one before.
Probably.
And you're sure that that's never made it to air?
I don't know. I believe it might have made it to air. It just did not run as it was intended for the Super Bowl.
Did not roll during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's some expensive ad space that they would say no.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I would have run that.
Because I would have thought that the next one here, also from Smart Beep.
By the way, don't fart like after you get in the car. Like fart before you open the door.
Yeah.
Then get in.
Exactly.
But, close the door. That shit's trapped in there with you.
But this next one was created for them. It aired April 13th, 2000, and it was created by Mercury Advertising LLC.
Yeah.
And it featured sumo legend Emmanuel Tiny Yarbrough.
I don't know that name.
Well, he is a mountain of a dude. So
will I recognize this guy?
You might.
Tiny.
He has since passed away, but
oh, wait. No, I'm thinking somebody else.
Maybe.
This isn't the guy that played Bane, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Jeep Swenson.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, this dude is a monster. So here you go.
Okay.
At Smart Beep, we think our $1.99 numeric beeper service is a big deal. But now for a measly $7.99 a month, we're offering something even bigger. Alphanumeric. Get messages from an operator or straight from the internet, plus news, sports, and weather updates, even free voicemail. At $7.99 a month, that's not just big.
That's huge.
Call one.
That man disappeared.
Yep. Almost no trace left.
That was disgusting.
Isn't it, though?
That's right up there with a fart joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same ad agency?
Same well, I don't know if it's the same ad agency, but same company.
I feel like, thematically they kind of go together,
A little bit.
And whoop,
toilet humor.
Yeah. Almost literally.
But this next one, it was set to advertise the, at the time, new grilled steak taco for Taco Bell.
Grilled steak. Oh, by the way, I've been to Mexico, and only then did I realize tacos does not mean ground beef.
No, it means something else down there.
Dude, we were eating stuff that looked a whole lot like that, well, minus the dumb prepared shredded, whatever that is.
Fake cheese.
Yeah. But like real meat. Yeah.
Well, this one, it's quite catchy as they use the melody from the Bonanza theme song.
Here.
But as the cast run down the street, which is South Main Street in Van Nuys, California, they eventually pass by the famous Barclay Hotel, located at 103 4th Street, Los Angeles.
Okay.
And here we got a photo of it here.
Yep.
But you'll see it when it comes up in the actual commercial.
Okay.
So here you go.
I'm just a man, just a guy and a dude, and I'm hungry. And I'm moving real fast because I'm going first class for steak at Taco Bell. Jonesing for a grilled steak, taco steak's the king of meats. So I run and I walk because I can't from a horse to ride there. Get a shake for a marinated steak I found at Taco Bell. Grilled steak taco from Taco Bell.
It's new, it's steak, it's only at the Bell.
The best part about that commercial is the voiceover guy.
Yeah.
Super Friends.
It is.
It's unremarkable. It's
Yeah, you say that.
unmistakable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Super Friends guy.
Nice.
No, it's cute. I like that. I don't like Taco Bell. I refuse to eat it. It's taken me 4 or 5 experiences to realize how awful it is.
It's just good for toilet humor.
It's not even good for that because you'll be in the toilet. You won't be able to enjoy the humor.
Well, your friends will laugh at you.
Or your family will want you to move out. Take that outside, man. It's so bad. I don't know how they've survived.
Well, they merged with some people, didn't they? Like KFC.
KFC and Taco Bell are the same parent company, I think. Oh, also Pizza Hut. Speaking of Pizza Hut, I got into the Pizza Hut in Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yes, I ordered some food. I brought it home. There's a few things that used to be on the menu that are gone.
Uh-oh.
So the mac and cheese is gone.
Oh, no.
Pizzas are still there. Salads are there. They got wings. That's about it.
Stuffed crust?
Yes, stuffed crust is still there. Remember hot dog crust?
Yes, it was terrible. Oh my God, that was bad.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I tried it and it was not a good idea.
A hot dog crust.
Yep. But our next one here, before they merged with TKO and got the F out, they were still WWF, and the Attitude Era was just starting to roll in 2000.
Oh, the WWF thing, that's a lawsuit, man. That's with the World Wildlife Federation.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But they still made some good commercials back then. So let's have a look at the first one.
All right.
Aren't they cute and so well behaved? Oh, baby.
What's gotten into them?
WWF Entertainment.
Hey, Jabroni! You smell what the Rock is cooking?
I recognize the Kane kid. I didn't recognize the leather jacket.
Stone Cold.
Oh, is that what the... Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. This next one, it aired actually during Super Bowl 34 in 2000.
Super Bowl commercials, they're always good.
And it featured a faux pageant, which takes a crazy turn. And fun little Easter egg here. The lady that wins the pageant initially is wearing the Connecticut banner, which is the state where WWE headquarters resides in Stamford.
Okay.
And the lady who attacks first is wearing the Georgia banner, which was the home base for the National Wrestling Alliance, one of the WWF's
NWA. What year was this?
This was in 2000.
God, the NWA was still going in 2000? I always felt
I don't think so, but it's kind of a nice callback to their actual history.
Okay,
right?
I get it. Because I always thought the NWA kind of got folded into the WCW.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So here's this one.
And now, Miss Congeniality 2000, Katie Johnson. What's happening to my back?
What's gotten into them? WWF Entertainment. It ain't pretty.
It ain't pretty.
Man, what an enduring brand, though.
But that does bring us to our last set of commercials for the evening.
Oh, okay. All right.
These ones come to us from the now defunct Xylo Networks Incorporated. They were founded in 1999 in New York, and they created the Xylo Television Network, which was a dorm room campus cable TV network.
Okay.
That reached over 5 million subscribers across the U.S.
So, I mean, college radio is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I think most campuses have one. I can only imagine what college television looks like. Is this going to be like some public access looking stuff?
It kind of feels that way, but at the same time, it's fun.
Okay.
In 2008, they would eventually get purchased by Cirque Productions and rolled in with theirs. So some of these,
I don't even know what that is.
I tried to Google some of these, and you cannot find them online.
Oh, so they probably don't exist anymore either.
Probably not.
All right.
There's only one of the three that I actually found still in circulation.
All right.
So here's our first one. Xylo Television.
To better understand its audience, Xylo Television Network sent an undercover robot to college. His name, Terry.
Go!
Thanks, Terry. Now we know. Water sports are dangerous.
Who needs a hairdryer when you can just throw your robot in?
Exactly. So this next one here, it was directed by Jeff Gorman. I couldn't find anything else that he had directed, but you know,
okay,
it is college television, so
maybe he was a student at the time.
Maybe.
I mean, if the first one is any indication,
well, they get weirder. So
okay, well, because that first one was kind of weird.
Well, here you go.
All right.
To better understand its audience, Xylo Television Network sent an undercover robot to college. His name, Terry.
Yes, lower. Oh, yes.
Terry. Now we know they like sex.
What's going on? Oh no!
Yep.
Oh no! Robot saw a thing and got an idea.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Robot see, robot try to do.
Yep.
Not very successful.
Well, he did get more successful later.
Terry must have been there before he got to the pool.
You would think so.
I mean, or he got resurrected.
Maybe. Somebody fished him out.
We can rebuild him.
That's right. So that brings us to our third version.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
To better understand its audience, Xylo Television Network sent an undercover robot to college. His name, Terry.
Terry, where are you going?
Thanks, Terry. Now we know. Some girls look better the night before.
Terry, you are so bad. You are so bad, Terry.
What's that old thing? Chew your arm off to get away?
She was so ugly, I had to gnaw my own arm off to get away. Oh my god.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So that does bring us to the end of
What?
our...
That's it? The show's over?
Well, we got a couple minutes here, so...
Wow, that was fun. That was a nice little trip down memory lane. I only remember a couple of them, the Canadian ones, obviously.
Mm.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure I saw that the fart one
at some point. Yeah,
I feel like I did. I just don't know where. That's cool. It's interesting to go back and look at what was acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
24, 25 years ago, as what most of these were like 99, 2000.
Yep.
By the way, those Zillow commercials, they were the clearest of all of them.
Mm.
I thought they looked reasonably good. I didn't mistake anybody in that for Michael Caine. That's a picture. Oh, Michael Caine. Nope, not Michael Caine.
Nope.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, man. I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about.
Yeah, me neither.
That was cool. I want to say thank you very much for putting that together. I enjoyed that immensely. I hope you guys like that as well. Don't forget, like I said before, Google Podcasts going away. So find a new platform, preferably the one that gets you to us, YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube is the one we'd like you all to go to as we are continually growing there. And that seems to be working. So leave a comment, like, subscribe if you like. If not, an emoji will do. Anything to push the algorithm. And let's see, it is Sunday night. So sorry. Yes, it is Sunday night.
It is Sunday night.
Random Phantom coming for you on Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
That is an ongoing series. We'll be back on Tuesday night. And then next week, we might have a break. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? But the Acolyte
is coming.
Is right on the heels of that. Also, we got Anime North this weekend, wrapping up today. What's next weekend? Is there anything next weekend?
I don't know for
No,
sure.
and the weekend after that, Comic-Con. So that means, I hate to say this, that means the double episode Acolyte, that's on you and Hank.
Whoop.
Because I will not be here. I will be at Comic-Con.
Niagara Falls, right?
Yes, Niagara Falls Comic-Con, June 4th to the 6th.
Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo.
Yes.
And the Family Truckster.
Yeah, there's been some cancellations. The Boy Meets World cast basically have all postponed.
Yeah, Nikki and Brie Bella have canceled.
Yeah,
as
they've
well as Daniel Bryan.
Well, they've worded it nicely on their website. Postponed, delayed, like see you next year. Like we hope.
Yeah.
But the schedule is out. I've already looked over the schedule, and there are events and things, panels that I would like to see every day of the show. So normally we don't go Friday night. We usually go Saturday, Sunday, right? But there is actually some stuff going on. Femi Taylor's panel for Star Wars is on Friday night.
Nice.
I might actually go to that one.
They announced a replacement, though, in the wrestling end of things.
I did see that.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho. There's
the learning tree.
No pricing on him.
No.
Not that I could see. So I wonder, now, were you there the year that Taker was there?
I was there, but
I was there for. I saw him hiding in his little booth that was set up for him in the hallway.
Nice,
because he flew in from like a Middle Eastern show and then had to leave like the next day or whatever.
Yeah,
Jericho's got no pricing on him. He was just in. Who was it? Is it Jericho? Who's the one that's acting? Is he acting?
You know what? I don't think he is acting right now.
Somebody's an actor.
John Cena.
Who's the Canadian guy? Who's the Edge?
Edge, yes.
Edge. Never mind.
He was in Vikings and whatnot.
Yeah, and he was just in the Percy Jackson thing.
Yes.
He's playing Ares.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Cool. Jericho, for sure. I will not be seeing him.
Aww.
I mean, if I see him, I see him, but I'm not going out of my way to like, hey, I need an autograph.
I've already got his autograph.
You probably got it when it was affordable.
I did.
That kills me looking at the pricing.
I know. So bad.
Yeah. It's like $300 for like Chevy Chase.
No.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either. If I can walk past the table and go, oh, and they're not doing tables in the back of the auditorium.
Really?
Yeah. All of the celebrities are in the ballroom.
Huh.
Yeah, in the ballroom.
Weird.
Which is kind of weird. But that's okay. I'm looking forward to the show. It's a fun weekend. And Kim's got us booked. My wife has us booked for a magic dinner theater.
Nice. On
Friday night. So that's going to be fun. And it's a show that we've seen before. But now there's no animals involved. So it'll be different. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
Same but different.
Same but different. Absolutely. All right, guys. That's it for me. Anything you want to round out on?
Just our last comment here from Sean.
Oh, another great show. That was another fun one. Thank you very much, Sean. Very much appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, check us out on social media. We are everywhere. We don't post all the time, but all the important stuff, we try to make sure we get out there to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're here generally twice a week, Tuesdays and Sunday nights, just like we are right now, 6 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. That's our time. We like to do that. We like to be consistent for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we got lots more in the pipe. So stay tuned as we will be bringing you lots more here at Fandom Power.
Yep.
Until then, everybody, remember, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to Fandom Power. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll be talking about another one of your favorite fandoms.